Karen and Steven are going. And Karen's upset about something that I can't say on the stream. But
I think technically you could take City Line Avenue all the way to DC, but not really. But like, close.
it sounds like I'm referring to myself in the third person.
We're talking about Karen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, this is my game with Josep Maria Basart. This was played in Groningen in 1991, as were most of my games. Okay, I'm black. This guy's 2200 FIDE. And I played Bishop F5, which I used to play. That's what Mike Saylor always plays against me. He played Knight C3, E6. This is one of the main lines. You can play Knight C6 or C6. I've played Knight C6 on this stream usually, but I played C6 here. That's what I played in tournaments. Bishop F4 is not very good. Queen B6. Queen B3 is a mistake. Okay, black to play and get an advantage. It's a small advantage. But what's the best move? I've never faced the Elephant Gambit in a tournament, no. One time, though, I won a tournament with a very small prize fund. So basically, I was playing for peanuts. But still, I didn't face it.
Yeah. I don't really know unless you're going to take the queen.
It won't be a marvel if you get it. Oh, snap.
Yeah, I don't know.
It won't be a marvel because it'll be DC.
Oh.
Oh, snap. Yeah, DC. This gives white a big center, but black's actually better. So if he takes with the queen, I can take his pawn on B2.
Oh.
So he has to take this, then play E4, and then take on C4. So that looks good for white, but actually black's better here. Yay, go black. I got open A file. I have pressure on E4, and I can start attacking his center and stuff. So I played knight F6, attacking his pawn. He played knight D2, that's best. B5, that's best. Bishop D3 is forced. Because if he doesn't play bishop D3, I'll play B4 attacking his knight. And then he doesn't have enough defense of his pawn on E4. So he has to play bishop D3. I played knight A6 because I want to play knight B4. He played rook C1. Now if I play knight B4, he can slide his bishop down here. The engine wants me to play knight D5, which I'm sure I looked at. But I played rook D8, threatening his pawn here. He played knight E2. Now you don't know which knight's the king knight and which is the queen knight. This is too complicated. Now I made the best move. Go, Ben. It's like sort of a tactic almost. I have one move that gives me the advantage. Have you ever played Gregory Kaidanov? Kaidanov and I worked together from 1992 to 1994, and I've played him maybe 7 or 8 times in tournaments. The last time we played, I won. Unless that was in North Carolina, then we drew. I played him in the U.S. Championship about 11 years ago, and I won. That was the only game I ever beat him. Before that, he beat me like a drum, except for the games that we drew, which was most of them. He signed your board. Hooray. Yeah, it was 1991 or 1992 when he won Aeroflot.
I don't know. I was looking at bishop B4.
That's what someone in the chat said.
Let's get rid of one of the defenders.
then he would probably never play f3 to defend his pawn.
Yeah.
You ready for my move? It's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, I played knight c5. So I'm threatening knight takes bishop, forking everything and winning a piece. If his bishop moves away, I take his pawn on e4 because it's not defended sufficiently. And my bishop defends this, so he can't take with the rook. So he played pawn takes. And I took rook takes bishop. Now I have the two bishops, and I have the what else? Like this pawn's weak.
Mm-hmm.
He played knight g3. The engine prefers f3. Now I played the best move, h5, to play h4, kick his knight away from the defense. He played h4. I played knight to d7, attacking his pawn on c5. He played knight b3. And then the engine doesn't like my next move. Although after playing my next move, I won pretty quickly. The engine wants me to play e5 here. Okay, but I always sack the exchange. And the funny thing is, I took this. The engine says I could take that, which is funny. I could sack either exchange to win one of these pawns. Okay, so I did this, which the engine doesn't like. Now it says it's equal. Man, did I win fast. He played the best move here. He played king e2, not defending either one of his pawns. I played knight takes b3. It says he should play rook c3 here. He played rook c to d1. I consider myself up material here because I have 2 pawns for the exchange. I played bishop c5. I have the 2 bishops also. He played bishop e5, which is a mistake. He should play bishop e3. After bishop e5, I had to play f6. Luckily, it was 1991, so I didn't know any better. The problem is if he plays bishop c3, I play b4. Okay, he played rook d3. I took, he took, and I played king e7. And this is a big advantage for black because I have so many more pawns than him, and I have 2 bishops against a rook and a knight, and his e-pawn is weak, and my rook can get to one of the open files. And the game ended very suddenly. He played f3, which you should never do. I played bishop d4. His rook is sort of semi-trapped here. It's not very good. He's defending this pawn.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, he played knight f1 to reroute his knight. Now, I made the best move. And nobody in chat's going to get this one. It's not a tactical move. So, what's the best move for black? I mean, Mark will get it, but that's about it. Even Mark might not get it. Yeah. Mark wrote a joke in the chat. So C.L. Smith is correct.
I would just go rook a8.
Rook a8. There's nothing wrong with rook a8. In this position, I decided I wanted to push my pawns. I can't play b4 because he takes it. If I play c5, he takes this.
Mm-hmm.
So I played bishop e8. The engine move to play c5, and his rook gets trapped. And I queen my pawns too. Okay, now he's lost. See, his rook's good except for one thing. He played rook a5, that's correct. b6, rook check, king f6. Rook b7 is okay. I played check. King d2 is a mistake. He should play king e1. Now I played rook d8 Morphy style, getting my last piece into the game. Look how active I used to play. Now in this position, surprisingly, the best move, which he did not play, is knight d5 check. And then my best move is king g6 winning. And the idea is, if I take the knight, he can take this with check and win my bishop. And this is supposedly equal. But king g6 just wins after knight d5 check. He played rook takes b6. And now I won with a small combination, as they say.
Wait, what was the relevance of king g6?
My king's in check.
No, okay, but
So I have to move my king here instead of take, because if I take, he takes this to a check and wins my bishop.
oh, you're saying move away, don't take. Okay.
Right. Yeah, king g6 wins.
I got it.
Then I'm threatening bishop c4.
Oh, okay.
And bishop c4 is good.
I just zoned out for a second.
Okay, so he took. Now I played the only way to win. Go C.L. Smith. Games like this taught me two bishops, what else? Also Dmitry Komarov.
I think the bishop a4.
Bishop a4. Then he plays rook here.
Oh,
This says white's slightly better, but slightly.
well, go ahead. I'm not sure.
And the third best move is bishop f1. That's the most nonsensical move I've ever seen. That's the third best. Yeah. Okay, I played the best move. It's a move you don't want to play because, it's two bishops. So a lot of the chat suggested bishop c3 because it's double check. So they had to play bishop c3. They had a compulsion. It's double check. I also played double check. I played bishop takes knight double check. He can't take with the rook because he's in check by my rook. So he has to take with the king, and then bishop c4, qgd.
Oh, okay. Darn.
The simplest way is the best way.
I mean, you told us the outcome.
Nobody suggested bishop e3 and bishop
should've looked
c4.
harder.
Nobody saw it.
They already told us the rook was getting trapped. I just,
Bishop takes knight is hard to play because it looks so stupid. My bishops are so good.
I looked at that first. Didn't think that.
Then he resigned. And I was declared champion by all, except, the other players in the tournament. Yeah, that was a fun game to play.
Yeah.
All right, now, did you decide to go to karaoke or not, or would you have to have a poll?
I don't know.
Should we have a poll?
No.